Oh, Kemi Badenoch is in a bit of bother. She's the sort of likely next Tory leader, and she's been accused of traumatising her staff, Carol.
This is me. Well, the thing is, what we were talking about before, what does bullying actually mean? Does it mean telling your staff you're not doing your job properly and them getting a bit upset about it? And that seems to be the case with the civil service. It happened with the Tories a lot, where the civil servants were complaining about the way they were treated by ministers. But, if you're a minister, you expect a certain level of competence from the people working with you and for you. And if that level of competence isn't there, you would be justified in getting a little bit upset about it.
I don't get this thing. Well, what do you think, Phil?
Well, we don't know, do we? I mean, what is just telling people to pull their socks up, and what is just being quite nasty to your staff? And as you know, I was terrible to our staff at Radio. I made a point that your staff are the most important people you work. If you take on the right staff and treat them well, then they will deliver for you.
Sure, but your thing of you can't shout, but you can say, pull your socks up. The thought seems to be if you say to somebody now, pull your socks up, they will be traumatised. I mean, Dominic Raab, when he was done for bullying, one of the things was he'd thrown a Pret salad at a wall and a tomato had popped out.
Yeah.
Is that a wall?
So Kemi Badenoch, I should say, has responded because she saw this coming. So here she is, the potential Tory next leader. Looks like the Guardian hit job I warned about last week. It's a very Trumpian phrase. It was a hit job from start to finish. Clearly my campaign launch has spooked the lefties. Let's see the next one. She's sort of saying it didn't happen. Let's be clear, these allegations are smears from former staff who I sacked after they were accused of bullying and lying. One more. So she's hitting back. The business department has confirmed to The Guardian there are no complaints about me. It won't stop me or my campaign. My country's too important. Is the Tory leadership exciting you?
Not at all.
No.
I just think that she... there's a bit of a tradition of people having a stance that is so hardcore, like Suella Braverman or Liz Truss, like, this is where you've all got to follow me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep going like Liz Truss. People go, stop it. And it seemed to be that was almost like a careerist stance. And I'm slightly worried that, as Badenoch she's got a sort of hardcore edge to her, and that's the card that she's playing.
All of their genetics are implanted by Thatcher. On the Tory side, I do think it's like let's fly in a straight line until we hit a mountain. That's the autopilot.
If you're in the Tory party and you look around you, you think we've got 5 MPs to the right of us and 530 to the left. In the next election, we want to do a bit better or win.
Yeah,
where do we go? Do we go to the right, where there are 5 MPs, or do we go to the left and centre, where there are 500?
That's a very good way of putting it, because I don't know what the answer is, because I think they're going to go to the right.
Let's not forget, Kemi Badenoch is a woman, and she was in government, and women get stick in government. And, do you remember the way she took on David Tennant after he said that he wished she just didn't exist anymore? I like her because I think she's fearless. And I think as a woman, you have to work extra hard when you're in Parliament, when you're in government. And even when you're out of government, you've got to work extra hard to make your voice heard. And I think that she is fearless.
I think she'll get it. I think she'll get the job.
Well, they're doing everything they can to keep her off the final 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they don't want... The MPs, though, well, some MPs.
Well, they have this weird system, don't they, that there seem to be lots of men in grey suits that actually make the final decisions.
The MPs choose 2, and then the members...
The members who voted for Liz Truss, they have the final say.
Yeah. The members always go for the most right-wing candidate, basically.
Yeah. I admit she has done extremely well, and, from her background to become... she's a very intelligent person, but I just politically don't agree with her. And
I get that. But she's brave on all the trans issues. She's one of the few Tory politicians that spoke out, in order to help young people. She speaks out about equality for women, and that really impresses me. But what interests me is why Suella dropped out.
She can't get the votes.
Harold Wilson was instrumental in bringing forward, women's rights when he was very much...
Barbara Castle.
And with Barbara Castle and all that,